Hi, Facebook family. It's Talia bringing you some Ayurveda for your day. So it's really cold outside. I'm actually in a tank top because I'm feeling warm in my cozy little house, which I'm so blessed to have. And also because what I wanted to teach you today and talk to you about today is Abhyanga, which is a traditional Ayurvedic term for rubbing oil into your body. And I want to tell you about why it's so great and how to do it. So there's so many benefits to doing this practice of just rubbing warm oil into your skin, specifically from your hands to your heart and from your feet to your heart. And I'll say more about that in a second. But the three main benefits that I'm talking about today are, number one, it's amazing for your lymphatic system. And I've been talking about this system for the past several weeks on my Facebook Live show. Your lymphatic system is your immunity, and I cannot stress enough the importance of keeping that flow of lymphatic fluid on the move. You want to keep it going, you want to keep it flowing, and it's a one-way system. It runs from your feet to your heart, from your hands to your heart, and it doesn't have a pump the way that our blood has the heart to pump it from the feet to the heart, like with venous return. So for the lymphatic fluid to be on the move and to be in flow, we get to help it. And we get to help it by manually moving the lymph that is both just underneath the surface of the skin and also a little bit deeper into the body. So we do that by manually massaging the body. That's why, getting massage, a therapeutic massage is so valuable. It's not just, because it feels so good and you're releasing some muscle tension, but because long term you are really kicking up your immunity's power and sustainability by helping it to basically dump. It's kind of, I think of the lymphatic system as the garbage collectors of the body. They've got a really specific job to do. They're picking up pathogens and debris and anything that they can find that are foreign invaders, and they're moving it towards the subclavian veins just below your clavicle bones, where they dump all that garbage into your bloodstream so that it can be released through your bowel movements, through urine, through sweat, even through crying, through your earwax. There's all different ways that we release toxicity. So welcome to whoever just arrived. Hello. So lymphatic support is one reason why you want to rub warm oil onto your body. And especially we're in the middle of winter. It's super cold in California where I am. There's a storm front all along the West Coast right now. I know it's cold in various places around this country and around the world. And so another reason to put warm oil onto your skin is because it's just so incredibly nourishing and healing and grounding. And it's a way to protect yourself from the outside environment when it is really cold or especially windy. Oil is actually creating a protective buffer and layer between you and the outside world. So I can't recommend it enough. And the last benefit that I want to just mention in this brief video is hydration. So we hydrate in Ayurveda not just through water, but through oil as well. And oil penetrates the skin, it penetrates the dermal layer and actually gets absorbed deep into the tissues when you apply it on your skin, from your feet to your heart, from your hands to your heart. I'll say that 1,000,000 times in my lifetime. Because you just always want to apply it by following the natural direction your lymphatic system is already flowing. So there's lots of different oils that you can use. If you are like me and you tend to get cold really easily, I like to have sesame oil as at least part of my base. Sometimes I'll make a blend that's 2 ounces of sesame oil, 2 ounces of jojoba oil. I love jojoba. It's like a natural preservative. I love that it has sort of a real neutral smell to it, and it just feels so luxurious when I rub it onto my skin. If you tend to run more hot, you might have coconut oil or sunflower oil as your base. You could even do a combination of the two if you can do a hot water bath and just melt your coconut oil and then add the sunflower in. Keep it in a jar that has a wider mouth, so if this coconut oil solidifies at room temperature, you can still get it out. Hey, Crystal! And if you are more like kind of thick, heavy, dense constitution, you've got lots of insulation on your body, sunflower oil with sesame oil is great in the middle of winter. And I actually have a company that I follow and adore. Can you see it? It's called Pavani Ayurveda. They're this 2 sweetest girls in Grass Valley who make these incredible Ayurvedic skincare products. So they make these great body oils that are this one's for Pitta, they make one for Kapha, they make one for Vata, and they also make a tridoshic one where if you don't know what you are, you could always go with the tridoshic. But I'm Vata, so this is the one that I use, the green color, and it's the most warming, the most deeply hydrating of the 3 because Vata is the driest and the coldest of the 3 doshas. So I'm not going to literally do too much Abhyanga right now because I'm not going to get naked on camera. But I usually start with my feet because that's the lowest part of my lymphatic system, like in terms of gravity. Yes, we really do need this now. But pretend I already did that, and now I'm starting at my hands. I put like a quarter size amount into my palms, and I'm literally just rubbing it in. And I'm getting it like, I like to do this mostly before I take a shower or just after a shower, but I'm really going to get into my armpits. I want to get the lymph around my breast tissue. I want to get all the lymph that's up here around my lung points and my lung channel. So, if you don't love the feeling of oil on your skin like I do, you might want to do this before you take a hot shower and get really oily, like literally just be like, I'm going to oil up, I'm going to lube up, and then leave it on your skin for 15, 20, if you can, 30 minutes. I have a robe that I bought at a thrift store that is cost $3. I don't care that much about it, and it's my designated oily robe. So I just put that on and I'll leave the oil on my body for about 30 minutes. I might check email, I might cook some food, I might get on a phone call. It doesn't really matter, but then I'll just take a hot shower and I'll rinse it off. And I don't use soap. Oil has a cleansing property to it on its own, so you really don't need to use soap to get it off. You just rinse off in a hot shower, and then when you get out, you pat yourself dry. Your skin is just has the tiniest bit of oil residue on your skin still, and you rub that in just real quick right after you shower, and you just feel so glowing and alive and vibrant because you just moved your lymph, which means you also just helped your blood circulate better, and you really get to have that radiance from the inside out by applying a radiant oil from the outside that goes in. And by the way, Pavani, they are going to be sponsoring my, a couple months from now, you'll hear about it. I'm creating a brand new free online event, and Pavani is going to sponsor it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And if you are interested in looking at their products, I have a coupon code for you, which is called Nourished. Nourished. I'll put it in the comments below, but it gets you 5% off anything in their on their website, which is, it's not a huge savings, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, I'll say more about this in another video, but I like to keep these short, and hopefully this inspires you to do something really sweet and loving and physically incredibly good for you today. Abhyanga, i.e. rubbing oil all over your body. And one more thing I'll say is to make the oil warm, what I do is I just take the bottle and I'll put it in some hot water. And I actually have a little crock pot that I keep going that has hot water in it. I'll put the bottle in there, and that way the oil just stays warm, and it's not messy, and it's really easy. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Namaste.